film. My startup problems have returned. It turned up in a video. You've seen it in that. And this is the problem. That should be spinning around now at about 2000 RPM. For those of you who don't remember, this is the startup capacitor. It's buried in that chamber. It's used to create a false third phase to get the motor spinning, create a difference to turn the armature and set it off in the right direction. I bought a new one and it fixed the problem. It lasted about a week before it blew out. I contacted the seller and he sent me another new one, which has run, in fairness, for a couple of years. These were cheap, unbranded components, the cheapest I could find, and I think I've paid the price, but let's have an investigation and find out. I've bought myself a new one off the internet, paid about twice as much for it. It is actually branded Ducati. Let's hope it's a bit more reliable than the ones I put in and the source of the problem. I've been through this all mechanically, I've looked at everything inside it, checked it out, everything turns freely, there's no friction. It all seems to be fine, it just does not fire up, and the only thing I can think of, the only thing I've got left, is to recheck this capacitor. Okay, and now we have the startup capacitor. Now, as I mentioned in previous videos, you do need to be careful. These things effectively are charged when you take them out. They're like little batteries and can deliver a fairly sizable shock. I certainly wouldn't want to feel it, so I'm going to be very careful when I'm taking this off, and then I'll try and discharge it. In fact, I might just try and discharge it with a meter and see if we've got any charge over it. I think what I should do is check for any DC voltage. Now, you'll notice that last time I finished doing this and changed out my second capacitor, I put some chock block on it. Okay, so we've got no voltage DC showing that. Let's drop this. Oh, I'll find that in a minute. No, we've got no voltage across it, which is good. I think this shows why this capacitor's not been working. I'm not sure my electronics enough to say for definite, but that looks like it's a good capacitor. Let's find out. Using an insulating screwdriver because it's electrical work, and this chock block is going to make this very quick and easy, at least to test, and then I can do some adjusting of lead lengths if necessary. Originally these were just crimped on. There we go, possibly the offending fellow. I'm going to carefully put that to one side. Let's connect the new one. Check that's on the wire and the sheathing's in. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to stand that there safely. Turn the power back on. And let's see what we got. Well, there you go. I think that makes a lot of sense. No setting since the last time I fired it up. Straight up to speed. So I'm just going to pretty this up, put the cover back on. And lesson learned, don't buy cheap components, particularly when it comes to things like this. This was only £8 compared to the £3.50 I paid for the previous one. But I got through two of those £3.50 ones. Admittedly, I didn't have to pay for the second one because that was a pre-replacement. But I'm hoping this one lasts a little bit longer. Anyway, here we go again. See you in the next video.